Today we're here to talk to Chris Luba from Palau Dive Adventures, who's traveled all the way from Los Angeles up to the capital of California. Thanks for being here, Chris.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Mike.
Absolutely. We love you as a customer, and we love to have you here to chat today a little bit tech talk with us on your business and how you've been able to utilize Diving Global in your day-to-day operations.
Yeah, you guys have been great since day one. Like Mike said, my name's Chris Luba. I'm with Palau Dive Adventures, and we met at DEMA last year. We were kind of in the market for a CRM system, and I believe one of our sales girls ran into you guys, and while I was running around with chicken with my head cut off, she ran into you and was like, "Hey Chris, you need to go over and meet, Diving Global. They have the solution." So,
great.
Here we are, maybe 6-8 months later, and we're really happy with everything you've done for us and continue to do for us.
Great. Thank you.
The support's been really good.
That's good to hear. I mean, we're aimed to please, and we know that you had some challenges with your current environment, and one of the important things that you had mentioned to me was you're running multiple locations. You have the location in LA, you have travel agents that want to book with you, and you have the resort in Palau that you need visibility of that data. So maybe we could take a minute and just explain how that works for you today with Diving Global.
Yeah, you bet. As Mike said, we got two locations. The actual physical location in Palau, where we're taking our guests out for dive tours and teaching classes and doing certifications there. And then in Los Angeles, we're running our reservation, booking, and all of our marketing out of there. And talking to the travel agents and working with them. They're we work real well with the agents. So
excellent.
What we needed is we needed a platform that we could have. It was seamless between Palau and Los Angeles. Palau would see what I was doing, and I would see what was going on in Palau. So that's where Diving Global came in, because we're a little different than some of the other dive shops in Palau, where we focus on only having 10 guests each week. So once we hit 10 guests, we don't allow anybody else to come on board.
Keep the integrity of the product and give a great experience to people.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So how do we control that? How do we know when we've hit 10? Well, in the past it was, there's a calendar somewhere and a spreadsheet, and it just wasn't what we wanted. I wanted a calendar with the trip on there for the week, and I wanted to see in real time how many people were on that trip.
That's great.
And Diving Global was able to do that. And the travel agents like it because they can log into our, just the calendar portion, not our whole system, but just the calendar portion. And they can see, hey, Palau Dive Adventures, they have 2 spots this week. Perfect. They don't need to call me. They can book that and save some time. It saves them an email. And we get the business, and at the end of the day, they provide the best service for their customers. I'm obviously the happiest when I'm in the water. So the less time I'm behind a computer and things like that. Yeah. And Diving Global's nice because it's so mobile. I don't always just have to be on a desktop, laptop. The mobile applications with the iPads and with the mobile phones are really good. So we use that quite a bit.
That's good. And you just invested in some tablets, I think.
Right.
And so you're going to be using.
Yeah, I always have my handy dandy iPad, just like everybody's got. But we have Diving Globals in here. We got it. We can run the whole business basically off of this.
That's beautiful. Yeah, that's great.
So if I'm in the airport, or even some of the planes now have Wi-Fi, I can get a little work done and communicate with the travel agents or with some of the customers or Palau.
Some of the other pieces that I know were important to you were are the analytics and the ability to maybe go to DEMA and take that list of everybody that you met and then do something with it. Maybe you can talk a little bit about the analytics and the dashboard.
Well, at the trade show, we have an app on here, and then we'll just enter the customer's information in here. We take their Usually we just take their first name and then their email address.
Okay.
And then if there are any special notes, we can add it in there if they want a dive trip in June or something else like that. So then once it's in here, then we have their information.
Yeah.
And we can, see, hey, how many people did we talk to at the show?
Yeah.
How did we build our email newsletter list? How many, more people are on that?
What's their level of interest and what trips that maybe the time frame that they were looking to go? And so now you actually can start looking at that data and say these folks were interested in June and these folks were interested in July, and you can actually target market to those.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's great. That's really a really big point for you is how do you stay connected with the customers? We have Facebook, we have Twitter, we have LinkedIn, we have Cloud, we have all these social media aspects out of it, but how do we actually get in touch with these people without spending your day just living on social media? So maybe you can share with our folks today is how Diving Global allows you to get to all those places. And
Well, yeah, that's a great thing about Diving Global is that it's the full system that we can post directly from Diving Global onto Facebook, onto Twitter.
You were looking towards and was managing your bookings or back office, your finances piece. And so we could talk a little bit about the open mobility of our platform and the ability to have QuickBooks plug into it or Microsoft Money plug into it. Share your vision of where you see the company going, Palau Dive Adventures, in the next few years with regards to a whole complete solution.
Yeah, that's a great question. There's so many things that we really need to keep track of, and I'm not a big fan of the spreadsheets and Excel, and that's what we've been using, and to some degree it works, but there's some things that we miss. So Diving Global has taken that information and put it into pie charts, which for somebody like me who doesn't come from maybe an accounting background or something else like that, I can see where the tip over point
you can quickly see your business
is, right? How healthy it is and things like that. And here in the United States, it's mid-March. We got taxes on our mind. So the full integration of QuickBooks is going to be great for us.
Excellent.
I know I've talked to our accountants both in the Los Angeles area and in Palau, and they can't wait till that comes on board.
That's great.
So we got the customer's gear size. When they want to book it, they need rental equipment. We have what size BC they're wearing, their fin size, even down to what they want the first day on the boat to eat.
Exactly.
We got to make the food in the morning and things like that. If they're flying in at they land at 2:00 in the morning, we have to have their lunch order for that day already, so they can just do the drop-down menu and hey, there's their fish bento box.
Perfect. And so we know, that's great, and I'm glad that we're able to be that flexible of a system to meet those requirements from you.